Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this card making tutorial. Today we're making this very simple Valentine's card and I love the way it turned out. It's just very simple, very easy, but oh so cute. I love this little bee here. So let's make another one together. I have a scrap piece here of basic white. Stamps that we're going to be using is this one called Be My Valentine. And we're going to stamp our little bee first, so let me get some blocks out. Whoops, I've got too much rubbish sitting on my desk, I tell you. That's too big a block. Let's have a look, that's just the right size block. Lovely, so we're going to stamp first in, what am I talking about? We're going to stamp first in crushed curry. I'm confusing myself today. Not a good sign. Okay, so there is our crushed curry. Then I'm just going to have my simple chamois here so I can clean up as I go along. It looks lovely and dark and stained, but it still works brilliantly well. And then I'm going to bring in my stripes here. So let's close up that ink pad. Bring in Memento Tuxedo Black and give us a really good ink up. Okay, and now you can put it on either side. Just look straight through your stamp because it's photopolymer to get things lined up as best as possible. There we go, that'll do me. Another good cleanie. And now we need to put the little face on, so we're going to look for our smallest block. I like to try and use a block that's roughly the size, closest in size to my stamp set. I find it helps me with over stamping. Now we've got various faces on here, so let's see what we're going to use. I don't want that one. Let's see, what's this? That's the antennae. Okay, we'll have this face again. And I just like this one because it was a smiley face. And I want a smiley face today. There we go. Lovely. So, I'm going to move that aside. Bring back this block. And I'm going to stamp the wings now. Now you can stamp the wings it is a two-step stamping, and I'm going to stamp them in the same colour, and I'm going to show you how in a second. So we're going to use this piece. It actually looks like a heart. It's just so cute. I'm going to stamp once and then stamp the second time. And you can see it's much. So look through your stamp set and just stamp the second time. And you get just a lovely little impression there. Really good. If you don't have a second colour, it's a really good trick to do. Right. So now we're just going to stamp quickly while we have our inks out our sentiment. So we want a sentiment here that says Happy Valentine's Day. No, that's the wrong one. It's this one here. I'm going to use my grid paper to try and line it up. and just going to give it a bit of an ink up, and I'm just going to stamp it up here out of harm's way. Perfect. Give that a clean, and then I'm going to bring in here labelled with love punch, and I want to punch this towards the one side so it's not centered, so not totally centered anyway. Okay, and while I've got it out here, I'm going to stamp my little red heart. So this is real red. This is the last of our stamping. And I'm just going to stamp this down here like that, and it just brings in that lovely pop of colour. Okay, so sorry for the squeaks. I'm going to close up our ink pads. Move our stamp set out the way. Set this all aside. Give ourselves some space. I'm going to bring in the matching bee punch. Now, you can create a template for this punch and punch out the, I was about to say ears, but the wings at the same time. But unfortunately, I don't know, maybe it's just the way I work, it doesn't work for me. I can't get things lined up, so I find it easier just to punch them separately, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So punch on the back so you can see through the punch, and when you've got things lined up in a way that you feel is good for you, punch. There we go, there's a little bee. And now I'm going to punch the wings here. So I'm just going to slide this into the punch here, and again line it up. There we go. So there's our wings, and then I'm going to punch out a few little red hearts. So I'm going to take here some real red cardstock, and I'm just going to put it into the punch here where there's this little heart, and punch 1, 2. Okay, right. Time to assemble our cards. Let's put our bits there. This card is going to be balmy blue as the card base, and I've got 2 pieces of basic white here. One's going to go on the inside and one is going to go on the outside. Now all these measurements will be on the blog post, and you can find the links to that in the description box below, as well as all my social media links, and you'll also find the supply list there as well. And the supply list is listed and linked to my online shop, so you can easily find what you want to buy. Okay, so let's stick this on the front, and then the designer series paper here is just what I call the family stacks. So this is just balmy blue again from the Subtles collection. Make sure I put this the right way up. You don't want it upside down, that wouldn't be the best look. Lovely. Okay, so let's put our sentiment somewhere. I'm not going to pop our sentiment up, I'm just going to leave it flat. I'm going to put it somewhere like, just like that. And then I'm going to add my wings to my bee. And then we're going to pop this up on some dimensionals. So let's get those out. Right. let's put our little bee in place. So we're going to have it here just coming straight from our sentiment. I'm going to have it at an angle this time, I think, just like that. And then last time I popped these up, but I actually think I'd rather have them flat. So what I'm going to do is put down a bit of glue. This doesn't want to work either. Me and glue, it's perpetual. Let's use this one. This one's decided to work now. It didn't want to work earlier today, but now it's decided it's going to work. Where's my take your pick tool? Aha. Very useful tool, this. There we go. And I think this could actually deal with some rhinestones. What do you think? I think so. Let's have a look what we've got here. Oh, actually, what about these pearls? Oh, yes, these pearls might look nice. These ones here. Yeah, I think this is going to look lovely. So let's put a few of these around. Yeah. So those are the pearls of beauty. So there you've got the blue version, Balmy Blue, and then you've got the yellow version of Crushed Curry. You can tell me which you like best. So if you've enjoyed this card making tutorial, this Valentine's card, I'd be grateful if you could give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As I said, if you want more information about the project, you can find everything in the links below. So until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.